Hello everybody, welcome back to the Gaming Droid, and welcome back to modern Skyblock 3. So, in the last episode, we had a look at improving our power source. And what I did is, since then, I have improved it even further. So we're just going to pop into our micro-block world. Giant micro-block, giant compact machine. And have a look at what I did to improve that between series. Or between episodes. So I've kind of ramped up the system. You'll see that this one is our better one, and this one down here is our better one. This one has 16 of each. This one only has 16 of some of them. It's currently missing out on wheat seeds and rice seeds. No, it's got, yeah, wheat seeds and rice seeds are the seeds that are kind of just not keeping up. So I might need to add a second cloche. But all I have to do is add 2 cloches here, pull the pipe down to add water, pull the pipe down to add power, and run item pipes up into this guy and this guy, so that we can increase our rice and wheat seeds. But this thing is now... this setup here is now producing us about 14,000 or about 12,000 RF per tick, and then bolstered by 2,000 from our thermal generators. And the sort of way I've been keeping an eye on our RF production is I set this guy up, and the way I've set it up is power comes from our compact machines. It goes in the top, it goes through this machine, and then it comes out. So I can keep an eye on our usage and our input-output. So if we switch it over to RF, our current input is 14,000 RF, and our current output is 0,000 RF. Which is slightly odd because we are using power but to spawn things down here. But we now have more than enough power to keep this thing running with our max level capacitor, a premium wonder capacitor. And because we're running a premium wonder capacitor, we now have a lot more of the infinity cards. So if I grab out my wireless transmitter and we pop it open, you can see that we've got 15,000 up to 17,600 energy units now. So what I want to have a look at is in quests. I'm going to do heavy machinery, not heavy machinery. I'm going to do advanced mechanisms. These guys in the next episode probably. I do want to have a look at the Aether. So travel to the Aether. You can travel to the Aether in a portal which is a 5x4 frame of glowstone activated with a bucket of water. So let's grab some glowstone and a bucket of water. I think I have a bucket in here. I do. And one thing I'm going to do before we go to the Aether is I am going to grab I'm going to make a set of empty drums. So I've got 1 empty drum there. I'm going to make a couple of extra empty iron drums. So let's set up our portal to the Aether. So it's basically the same shape as a basic nether portal, but you do have to fill the corners in. And then if we drop a bucket of water there we go. We now have a portal to the Aether. And now we're going to go into the Aether. The Aether is a sky island. It's a mod that's supposed to be a partner to the Nether, and it's supposed to be quite difficult. It's supposed to be quite challenging mod. Now, because we've got the wireless crafting terminal with a decent amount of infinite energy, we will have the ability to access our system, so we can grab things up and drop them into the system from the Aether. But on top of that, we also have the empowered longbow and the empowered quiver, which gives us explosive arrows, and we've also got all of our decent tools as well. We've got like pretty over-the-top tools ready to go if we need them, including Zack the longbow, which is quite a powerful bow if we do run out of power. So I'm just going to go around grabbing some resources, really. I think that's actually what it wants us to do. So it wants us to grab blue air cloud, gold air cloud, cold air cloud, and quick soil. 1 second, I'm going to just tweak the music down a little bit. That should be a little bit better. So, quick soil is quite interesting. If I go and just... Ooh, we can get Thorncraft crystals here. Nice. I didn't know that. Ambrosium ore. And because we have an indestructible pick, it's quite easy. So this is quick soil down here. If we step on quick soil, that's without me touching anything. If I touch something, then it accelerates me. It basically acts like an acceleration pad, almost like a vector plate. See, this is blue Aether cloud, and it makes you bounce. Which is quite cool. It's like a little kind of like... It's like a slightly more powerful Skyblock or like a bounce pad. Slime block, or like a bounce pad. Like, no matter how hard you touch it, you bounce the same height, roughly. And then it wants us to get some gold Aether cloud. Now, gold Aether cloud is going to be much harder to get hold of. But here we have some gold Aether cloud. There we go. So that's our first section. When exploring the Aether, you'll find a few clouds and some quick soil. It also wants us to go mining and find Zanite. Iron gloves and a white cape. You can make gloves that increase your damage and a cape because why not? Ooh, that's quite good. Some black Thorncraft crystals. We're racking up the crystals at least. And this thing is one of the temples from the mod. It's kind of like a little mini dungeon. And it can be very challenging, like... Mimic. Not a mimic. So we've got Zanite picks and things. Okay, so we've already kind of filled our inventory full of stuff. I have a feeling she won't attack me. Enchanted dart, a golden pendant, some Zanite boots, which are absolutely terrible. So just like with most dungeons, the stuff you get on the ground floor isn't going to be the be-all and end-all. Thankfully, because we have kind of overpowered mega loot stuff, we're not particularly vulnerable. Like, doing this with more basic equipment is really, really difficult. Like, the mimics will absolutely wreck you. But doing this when you've got kitted out with kind of high-level stuff from the mega loots mod is a little bit easier. Like, we can one-shot most mimics. What's that? Do you want to fight? Ah, that's a cute little human. I'm not trying to fight you. So these guys must be linked to one of my charms. Like, these guys must be linked to one of my charms, which is why they're not attacking me. Like, normally they would be really dangerous, but for some reason they've decided I'm not worth fighting, and I think it might be because one of my charms is linked to the same coding as them, even though it's not technically their charm. Yeah, normally this would be a lot harder. Yep, so this is the one thing that goes down into the back floor. And here's the kind of temple. Golden oak saplings. Nice. How are we doing for... We've still got 16,000, so we've used up about 1,000 in that little bit of exploration. But for the most part, like, that was a lot easier than I expected. Because we don't have to fight the angels. Are you the actual kind of, like, chief angel? No, you're just a Valkyrie. Try defeating some weaker Valkyries first. Okay. Fine. No, there's definitely not a finite number of Valkyries because one just spawned in. So how many medals do I need to get? I'm going to go around killing some Valkyries and we'll be back when I find out, like, when I've got a few more medals. Ah, there we go. We actually got a quest update when we got enough medals, I believe. Valkyrie Queen. Collect 10 victory medals. Okay, so you needed 10 victory medals to take on the Valkyrie Queen. This is the thing, and this is one of the cool things about this mod, is normally these kind of questing packs, or these kind of mods would add the quests in, like, halfway through the pack. Whereas this mod waits until near the end of the pack to add the questing in. So you've all sort of beyond halfway through the pack. So you've got all this kick-ass armor and all these kick-ass items. So... But I have 10. Wait, do I have to wear the victory medal? I wish to fight you. Very well then, bring me 10 medals for my subordinates to prove your worth, then we'll see. I'll return when I have them. I wish to fight you. I'm ready, here have the medals. Hello, boss. You weren't much of a boss. However, you did drop a silver key. You can find the Valkyrie in a temple-like structure floating in the sky. You'll be able to battle her. First, obtain 10 victory medals by killing the Valkyries. Okay. That wasn't a challenge. So I had to throw away my other stack because it was reading both stacks. And you can break the stone. Awesome. So that was really easy victory. It then also wants us to do the Slider's Labyrinth. While exploring the Aether, you find a labyrinth in a cave. At the end of it is a slider. You can only attack it with a pickaxe. Well, I've got a pretty powerful pickaxe, so I'm kind of hoping that I'll be able to deal with the slider pretty easily. You can train one of the pigs, or sort of get hold of one of the pigs and use a pig as a mount in this dimension, and the pigs have wings, so you can actually fly. So now let's go on and explore, see if we can find a labyrinth or something like that. We've got our way home if we need it. Oh, bunny! Bunny, 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 bunny. There are bunnies. Shh, we want a bunny. Yes, I have a bunny on my head. Hi, bunny. I have a bunny on my head. Come on, bunny, we're going to go explore. Now, the problem is the moment I press shift, he's going to jump off my head. So if I do this... Hello everyone and welcome back. So we've done some exploring, and boy have I done some exploring. I've had to go back several times to recharge my stone. So yeah, we've done quite a bit of exploring. At the moment we are out here, so new thing. And I have slightly abused the fact that I'm up on my own single player world and used the teleports a little bit. So this is actually what we're looking for. I didn't know if this was going to be what we were looking for, because this isn't what a Slider Labyrinth is supposed to be. Slider Labyrinth is supposed to be a little tower on the top, but yeah, apparently this is a Slider Labyrinth. We have found one. Although I didn't think this was what it's supposed to be, a sweat kip. I thought they were supposed to be actual, like, structures that you teleport to a dungeon with. Because Slider Labyrinths, I thought, were, like, actual full-on dungeons, but apparently not. Apparently nowadays they are just things inside structures, but this is the first one I've come up against, and they seem like they'd be reasonably obvious if you actually found one. Just by the looks of, like, how they are laid out and how they are quite obvious sort of structures that stick out the side of islands. Although I was expecting to see, like, this stone. Not sure what exploded on it. Hello. I was expecting to sort of see this sort of stone upstairs, because what I've been told, or what I've seen about Slider Labyrinths, is this sort of stone appears in a little thing on top, like a little tower. And, and that is what, so this guy hits very hard, but I'm wearing ridiculously overpowered armor, so... Like, I've not only got the ridiculously overpowered armor that I have, but as well as having the ridiculously overpowered armor I have, I also invested in I also invested in getting out enchantment books and giving everything protection 4. So, do I have to use the bronze key on this? Oh, that's interesting. So Valkyrie Lance is a flaming sword, a hammer of notch, and a hammer of notch. Which throws ingots. Flaming sword. Okay. And then we have the Valkyrie's Lance. Fair enough. So I had to use the bronze key to open the treasure chest. Now I got a silver key when I did the... and this now, it now looks like there's multiple of them. So there's supposedly one over in this direction. Like, so there should be one like here, according to the underground map. And I fell through the world again. So what I'll do is I will get back to that same location. I'll get back to that same location and we'll have a look, because that looked like there was a lot of them, like just underground, but with no entrances. Which kind of makes me annoyed if there are, because that might mean that I've just flown over dozens of them, and there's just no entrance to them. Okay, so we're back, and according to the thing, there should be one, like, over this way. So I'm going to shamelessly... And again, I lost flight for no reason there. Yeah, there's one here, and there's literally no entrance to it. Just going to have a good explore, see if I can find a natural entrance to it. So I know exactly where it is now. So it's not going to be over here. There's no entrance up top. So there's going to have to be an entrance down at the bottom. So... No, there's literally no entrance to that. So there are Zlider labyrinths just hidden underground with zero entrance to them. Or at least Zlider pockets, because those don't seem like the Zlider labyrinths. The Zlider labyrinths are supposed to be massive, great big things that you have like full on... You have to dig full on explore into. Yeah, and this is another Zlider. And this is basically how you take on a Zlider without taking damage, is you just run around in a circle. Oh, there's a little bit of a lag spike there, which is why I took damage on that one. Because basically what it tries to do is it tries to follow you. And that gives us another bronze key, which we can use to open that. And that gives us an agility cape. But yeah, this thing is just kind of... thing is just kind of here with no entrances or exits. So, apparently Zlider labyrinths just kind of exist underground. No entrance, no exit. I thought there was supposed to be like a teleport structure and you teleported into a Zlider labyrinth. And they're supposed to be massive structures with huge complicated dungeons, but maybe I'm getting confused. But yeah, these guys are dropping us bronze keys. And the bronze keys open the treasure chest. Now the Valkyrie dropped us a silver key. And I'm wondering if that means that in the Valkyrie palaces, there is actually a treasure chest hidden somewhere. Now I have already killed a Valkyrie Queen, so I mean I should have the ability to find a treasure chest, but not necessarily in this one. So this is all unbreakable, I assume, because I haven't actually defeated the Valkyrie inside here yet. But that shouldn't be a problem. Sentry boots, hammers of notch, some lances, some sentry stone. So I'm just going to burn through this Valkyrie temple nice and quick. And go and kill the Queen Valkyrie. And then we're going to have a look for a treasure chest. Because I think there should be a treasure chest somewhere in here. Considering she gave us a key. It's very polite of the Valkyries just to wait for you if you're not ready to fight them right at that moment. They just kind of quite happily just sit and wait. Up to 7 pendants so far. Ooh. I think I'm a little low on green. When we get into Thorncraft, this is going to be like super easy. 8. 9. 10. That gives us all the pendants we need, I believe. And then you. Greetings. I wish to fight you. So yeah, when you're fully decked out in epic Megaloot armor, she is not a ridiculously difficult fight. So that gave us a silver key. Now that did open up a treasure chest in these things. Which gives us a Valkyrie stuff, a golden feather, a Valkyrie shovel, and some nice Valkyrie armor. It's powerful, but it's not as powerful as the stuff we're equipped with. So if we go back to our portal, the nearest Valkyrie temple to the portal, and I am going to cheat terribly and just portal back because this took us ages. Oh, hello. Well, that's not good. For some reason it portaled us back inside the portal. Okay, glowstone. And then we need a bucket of water. Luckily we have buckets on us. And we should be able to find some water nearby. I think there was a source of water. Yeah, there's a source of water in this direction. I thought there was. That's why they give you the sweats. That's why they give you the glowstone sweats, so you can make yourself a second portal if you really need to. That's why they give you access to the glowstone sweats. So if you get stuck here, you can kill the yellow sweats, and that will allow you to regen the portal. So this was the one we went through earlier. So fingers crossed. Yeah, I just completely missed the fact that we had a treasure chest down here. Blue gummy sweat. Apparently something you eat very, very quickly. And then we've got a lightning sword and a Valkyrie's pick. Okie dokie. So quest-wise, things we've got left to do. We need to make the healing station. We need to grow the Moab. This requires gravitite. Which, gravitic ore is one of the things we've got. So this one, healing stone. So we need to do healing stones, Moab. We need to do some superhero stuff. Okay. So let's teleport home. And actually, I don't even need to do that. I have a teleport on me. Let's go home. And we'll see... we'll see, A, what the Aether mod has in it. And... B, the sort of stuff we can do with what we've got from the Aether mod. So let's put away our pick and our flux infused things. We can put away these and the teleport rod. We can get our teleport sword out again because our teleport sword is more useful. Where did I put my travel sword? I put my travel sword in here with the other energy powered items. And we can also empty out our dev null. So we can make our dev null into a neutral dev null again. That way, if we ever do have to do some mining in another dimension, we can use our dev null to do it. So let's have a look at Aether. So it wants us to make an incubator. That's easy enough. It also wants us to make an altar. Again, easy enough. And then there's a freezer, which requires skyroot planks. It's easy enough again. And we can't make any of these sentry stone or angelic stone or hellfire stones. Can't make the treasure chest. It wants us to make some iron gloves, and it also wants us to make an iron cape, I believe. Is it an iron cape it wanted us to make? A white cape. That's just some... Dang it. I did not have enough wool. That's okay, we have plenty of string. Then we can make ourselves a white cape. We got the two kinds of cape that you get from loot, I think. We got an agility cape and a sweat cape. So, when exploring the Aether, you may find Moa egg. You can hatch it with an incubator using ambrosium torches. Put down the incubator over here. We need ambrosium torches, and we need the Moa egg. Let's hatch ourselves a white moa. Just have a little look, see. And in the meantime, we can pop down the altar. And in the altar, we can make ourselves healing cakes. These guys, which requires holy stone and ambrosium shards. Okay. Ambrosium shards and holy stone. That's a weird way of making a healing item, but okay. So we can cook up ambrosium shards into holy stone, into healing cakes, and that gives us gravitite. Now we did grab some gravitite, so we did grab some of this. So if we look up uses on it, in an altar we can cook it up into enchanted gravitite, and in an ore crusher we can crush it up into crushed ore gravitite. And crushed ore gravitite becomes liquid gravitite, I believe. Ooh, that takes a lot of torches. I don't know if we actually have enough of torches. Use up 2. Yeah, we've got enough. So a healing stone, not eaten yet. And that gives us regeneration for 10 seconds? No! It gives us regeneration for a lot longer. Let's take off some of our items so that we can see how long that regeneration lasts for. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so that regeneration lasts for quite a while, actually. I might make another one of those just to see how long that regeneration lasts. Because if that's a long-term regeneration ability, just in a cookie that we make from stone and ambrosia, like this stuff's all over the Aether. Gravitite is the most powerful and weirdest ore in the Aether as it defies gravity. Yes, it floats upwards. And then golden amber. Golden amber can be obtained by chopping golden oak trees with a gravitite axe. Okay. And to make a gravitite axe, we need 3 enchanted gravitite. Okay. So I do want to get one more of these, and then I'll cook up 2 more gravitite so we can get the axe. The gravitite armor, I think, is reasonably powerful. So the sword is 7 damage. 7 damage is okay. My current sword does 20-something damage. 7 damage is okay. The armor is 6 and 2 for the leggings. We can compare that to my leggings. My leggings are 9 and 7. 9 and 3, sorry. Because it takes the highest number from these. So it's not bad armor in the slightest. Might as well wait for another one to tick through. We can eat them even when we're full, and they give us 30 seconds of regeneration. That is not bad at all. 30 seconds of regeneration is not bad at all. Give myself little punching mitts in here. Because we can add additional rings and necklaces from this mod. Because if we look up Aether, Aether has its own rings and things. So, golden pendant, zanite pendant, ice pendant. So, for instance, the zanite ring makes you a faster miner. The zanite ring increases your mining speed. I don't know what the other ones do. Go all the way up to gravitite gloves. We have some Valkyrie gloves, actually. I believe. Ah, no, we don't have Valkyrie gloves. Okay. Got a golden pendant. We can put on a golden pendant, and we can put on a white cape. My character is now an absolute mess. I have a turtle in a top hat. I have a turtle in a top hat. I have a seeker. I have a pendant. I have samurai dragon armor. I have gloves, iron gloves on. I have a cape. My character is just absolute like nightmare of a mess right now. But these like healing stones with 30 seconds of regen is actually quite useful. And then we hatched ourselves a little moa. Okay, not sure why we want a little moa, but can we put you in a mob imprisonment tool? Alright, first off, can we put you in a soul jar? Because we have lots of soul jars. Come here. Yes, we can put you in a soul jar. Yeah, you can go in a soul jar. There we go. We have a moa. Then the last thing we have is a freezer. What are the uses of the freezer? We can turn cold arrow cloud into blue arrow cloud, skyroot into crystal leaves, water into ice, ascending dawn into welcoming skies, ice into packed ice, water buckets into ice, lava buckets into obsidian. That's actually not bad, lava buckets into obsidian. An iron ring into an ice ring, a golden ring into an ice ring, an iron pendant into an ice pendant, a golden pendant into an ice pendant. Okay. Got an iron pendant, and we've got some ice stone. Let's cook up that. Why not? Why not make ourselves a ice pendant? I have no idea what the ice pendant does in Aether, but I don't know if Aether even has a book telling you what's going on. The Book of Lore. Ah, I think we picked up a Book of Lore, didn't we? Book of Lore. Here we go. Enchanted gravitite. After putting gravitite ore into an altar and enchanting it, you get enchanted gravitite. This can be made into gravitite ore. Tools and weapons. When powered with redstone signal, enchanted gravitite blocks will float into the air similar to gravitite ore. Interesting. So this allows us to kind of learn what stuff does. I like this. I like this idea that it doesn't just tell you what everything does. You have to put items in. Part of an iron armor set. This is needed to complete the iron armor set. An aesthetic accessory made of gold. Okay, so the iron ones don't do anything. The gravitite axe. What do we need? We need skyroot sticks. There we go. And then we have golden oak saplings, and we have aether dirt. These large saplings, when planted, will grow into huge golden oak trees. You can use bone meal to speed up the process. Okay. Well, we certainly haven't got a shortage of bones. We are currently at 13,000 bones. So I think we can... We don't have to spare it. So there we go, we get gold and amber now. So this used to drop, I think, from any axe cutting down golden oak trees in previous versions. So what does the gold and amber do? These round golden orbs can be obtained by mining golden oak with gravitite axe. The main purpose is to craft golden darts and dart shooters. Okay. So that allows us to make golden darts and dart shooters. Interesting. I might be tempted by something like that in the future. So what about you? What do you say about the frozen pendant? A pendant which allows you to freeze water and lava when walked on. Ooh! So that's depth strike. That's not depth strike. That's the frozen. Ooh, I want to try that now. Don't actually have any water. Oh, that's awesome! I have the ice walking ability. What is it called? Frozen step. I have frozen step ability without having to have frozen step boots. Although admittedly that could get mildly frustrating. If I get too close to it, it immediately freezes. So you, my little frozen friend, are definitely going into my bag of useful devices that I carry with me. Because if I ever go to anywhere that has water, like for instance the Twilight Woods, I can use that to cross bodies of water very easily. That's pretty cool. So what else have we got? We've got Quicksoil Glass. We've got Gummy. We've got Enchanted Darts, Golden Tip Darts, Golden Poison and Enchanted Shooter, Zanite Doors, and Pressure Plates, Skyroot Crafting Tables, Golden Feather. Let's find out what the Golden Feather is for. A fluffy feather found in silver dungeons. When worn, the wearer becomes lighter than air and can descend slowly. Ah, so it's a featherfall. Okay, that's a pretty common thing in a lot of mods, is to have some kind of featherfall device. I think the boxing gloves just increase your melee damage, as far as I'm aware. We've got gingerbread men and candy canes. The Valkyrie chest pieces, I'm assuming that's just armor. It might give you flight if you wear all of them. The nature staff, I can make that. A staff that can allow for commanding tamed mowers. It can allow them to sit on the ground. Okay, so that's a mower staff. Nice. Ooh, and the book drops the thing when you close it. Okay. So the other thing I want to find out is what crystal leaves are used for. Doesn't appear that they're used for anything special. So let's make some. I think I can just freeze any old leaf into crystal leaf, maybe. No. But to make crystal leaves... To make crystal leaves, we have to freeze skyroot leaves. So let's make ourselves some skyroot leaves. And then we'll freeze them and find out what crystal leaves are for. I have bone meal in my inventory. There we go. And we can make ourselves some crystal skyroot leaves, and might as well cut you down with the gravitite axe. And then we can freeze these skyroot leaves. And find out what crystal leaves do, thanks to our book of lore. Leaves that come from crystal trees, they generate on floating islands. Sometimes they have fruit on them which can cure poison. Ah, that's what the white apples are. Okay, so that allows us to basically make leaves that we can plant next to wood and grow white apples. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Yeah, that's not a bad mod in the slightest. I think there's some more like elements of exploration to go with that mod, but we did manage to complete all of the quests, and that unlocks us using blood. And using blood is the entry into blood magic, evil craft, and what are you? You're still evil craft. So yeah, vengeance rings, vengeance focus, box of eternal closure. So yeah, we access to evil craft and blood magic. So with that step done, I think what I will do is I will say thank you very much for watching, everyone. I'm going to go and kill this blinking cat that is mewing here. And I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-zy-bye, everybody.